So good afternoon, everybody. You are welcome to yet another edition of our RAICA curriculum. It gives me a great pleasure to have you all around. Now, some of you have submitted your homework. Who among you have watched the videos? The video I sent to you. The video of Fetia. What was the video about? Alexa and what? Toddler. Alexa and the toddler. So who has watched it? Who has watched the Alexa and the toddler? Who has watched the Alexa and the toddler video? You have watched the full video?
No, not that short one. Yeah.
Okay, so come and tell me what you saw in the full video.
Tonight.
Come and tell me what you saw in the full video.
The full video?
Yes. I sent it to you.
So have you seen
Your scratch?
Yes, sir.
Your scratch? I've not seen your scratch. Come and tell me what you saw in the Alexa video. Fetia, come and tell me. Come here. Where I play the video, it's in your Gmail.
So there's no Gmail, yes. So that's why the phone is the phone I need. There's no Gmail on the laptop.
Where is your own Gmail? Oh yeah, come here now. Where is your Gmail? Where is your Gmail? And we are open the video now. I send the video to you.
Yeah. So like. Next, you create account.
This is the video.
Have you sign me instead? Stop it.
Yeah,
Let me see it. Put your head up. Hey, bring up your own video also now. Idris, are you watching the video?
not
Salawu, what did you watch in the video? Yeah. Oh yeah, come and watch it. Come and watch it.
You have a toy for me?
You are disturbing my
Are you
video.
trying to shop for toy? Yeah. Based on your order history, I found Munchkin fish and bath toy. It's
Come here and watch now.
$7.73 with delivery by May 27th. Choose this or another option in your Amazon cart. To purchase this one, say buy it now. Bye.
Hi. What are you doing?
We are watching it. What happened?
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost my Spider-Man toy. Alexa, you have a toy for me?
Are you trying to shop for toy?
Yeah.
Based on your order history, I found Munchkin fish and bath toy. It's $7.73 with delivery by May 27th. Choose this or another option in your Amazon cart. To purchase this one, say buy it now.
Bye.
hi. What are you doing?
I'm talking to Alexa.
What happened?
Bye.
What happened? Who can tell me what happened? Who can tell me what happened? Let's be fast now. Let's get this thing. What happened in that video? What happened in the video now? I didn't see the video.
I saw you, I don't understand.
You don't watch? Oh yeah, come and watch it again. Yes, now you are to answer questions based on it. So you are supposed to answer questions based on it. Oh yeah, yeah. Let the boys come first. Yeah, somebody should come here. Somebody should come here. I want to see your face. Yeah, let the boys come. You have it on your system and you are not watching it on your own. Come here now. Don't waste our time now.
What's it, Berry?
Alexa.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost my Spider-Man toy. Alexa, you have a toy for me?
Are you trying to shop for toy?
Yeah.
Based on your order history, I found Munchkin fish and bath toy. It's $7.73 with delivery by May 27th. Choose this or another option in your Amazon cart. To purchase this one, say buy it now.
Bye.
hi. What are you doing?
I'm talking to Alexa.
Oh yeah, the guests should come. Somebody should come to this side.
Alexa.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost my Spider-Man toy. Alexa, you have a toy for me?
Are you trying to shop for toy?
Yeah.
Based on your order history, I found Munchkin fish and bath toy. It's $7.73 with delivery by May 27th. Choose this or another option in your Amazon cart. To purchase this one, say buy it now.
Bye.
hi. What are you doing?
Load it,
I'm
let me
talking
see.
to Alexa.
So, who can tell me what happened? She lost her toy. That's good. When she now lost her toy, what now happened?
And she's talking to Alexa.
Come on, let me see your face. Let me see your face. So that I can see that you come to class today and you are able to understand what you are doing. So what happened in that video?
She lost that Spider-Man's toy.
She lost her Spider-Man toy. So when she lost her Spider-Man toy, what now happened? You want to watch it again? Let me.
Hello, Alexa.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost my Spider-Man toy. Alexa, you have a toy for me?
What happened there? What happened there?
She's not saying that she lost her toy.
When she now said that, what again? Who can explain to us now what happened?
He lost her toy.
We have known that one since last class.
And
She's telling her inside that.
did she have a toy for her?
Come, let me see your face. Does she have a toy for her? What now happened?
Alex now said that.
Based on her other experience. That
Come here. I want to see your face. The video is not recording from the other side. That's why I'm asking you to stand up. So yeah, tell us what happened.
Sarah, she lost her Spider-Man toy.
That's number one. We know that since last class.
And she's talking to Alexa that does she have another toy for her?
Okay. And what?
And Alexa told her that. Alexa said,
Alexa said what?
based on her other history,
Okay.
that she got some bath toys. And stuff like that.
Do you know what is called order history? Did you see the spelling of that order?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of that?
Order.
ORDAR, order history. So, what does that mean? Okay, when Alexa now said that, what again did Alexa now say?
That she saw some bath toys.
That's the name of the toy she saw.
It's $7.76.
Okay, $7.76 represent what? What does that represent?
That the amount of the toy.
The amount of the toy. Okay, what again?
What a love.
What again now happen?
That's when I said you want to purchase it.
You want to watch it again?
Like you.
Okay. She wants to say what? Come. What did she now say? Come and talk now. You know it is your talking that I'm interested in. I can see that. So she said what?
Where are you?
So Rebecca asked that, do you want to purchase any of it? Like if she wants to purchase that, she say
wants
right
to
now.
buy.
So the girl now said bye.
She now said bye. So what will now happen after the girl said bye?
Then they are going to bring
They are going to bring what?
she ordered the toy.
Okay. Now the question is number one. Is that the way you thought the dialogue should go in your own dialogue? Was that the way you feel it in your dialogue? That's what happened. No? That is exactly what happened. So is that what you thought in your own dialogue? So who can tell us what he or she felt in that dialogue?
That's one of the law now.
Let me say nothing is wrong. So who can tell us what he or she felt in our dialogue?
I think the second one is. That's where did you keep it all?
Come and tell us
Me,
now.
my own is
They
special.
said you keep it. I kept it in my own.
So for me, my own is special.
Check your workbook now. Your workbook is with you. It's an open book something.
Is it workbook? Okay.
It's in your workbook. So can you tell us what you did in your own workbook? Come and tell us what you did in your workbook now.
So I should read it out. Yes.
Come and read it out for me here.
From the beginning. No. From
Hey, just tell us from that I lost my Spider-Man toy.
No, write down. Okay. After I lost my Spider-Man toy.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Where did you keep it?
I kept it.
So why did you now from your own and what happened? Which one do you think is right?
My
Your own. Why?
No, my.
Do you think the girl wanted to buy a new toy?
No.
No. You think she doesn't want to buy a new toy? So what now? What do you now think went wrong that she was now forced? Will you say she was forced, or why did she buy the new toy?
She asked Alexa whether she got a toy for her.
She asked whether she got a toy for her.
She said no. She said no.
So, you see, what I just wanted you to note there is that you see, when you are training your AI, when you are training your robot, there are some things that when you train it with, there are some things that when you train your robot with it, you understand me? And that is what this Scratch project want to now show. You understand me? The Scratch project want to show you that if you are training your AI, you should put some stop gaps there. Else, if you don't put those stop gaps, the girl that was talking to Alexa, what was her age? She was a what? Was she old enough to buy something?
No.
If the girl come to your mommy's shop and she meets you and she says she lost her Spider-Man, are you going to sell another one to her?
If she has the money.
If she has the money, and that is condition number one. If she has money, but if she doesn't have money, you will not sell it to her. So now those are the type of conditions you have to put in your social robot. You understand me? Did Alexa ask her whether she has money or not? Alexa did not ask her whether she has money. Alexa just went ahead and sell toy to her. And on May 27, the delivery boy man will come and knock at her father's door. You understand me? I say, we have a toy for your child. It is a seven what? $7.73. You understand me? And that's a lot of money.
A lot.
A lot of money. Multiply it. How much is $1 now?
I think
I multiply what you have with what you understand me. So how much is that? So can somebody just come and knock at your door and say they have a toy for your baby girl and it is so much thousand? So that is why when you are training your own social robot also, make sure that there are some conditions you put there, because if you don't put those conditions, like you have just mentioned now, that does she have money? Alexa did not ask her. So those are the type of questions Alexa is supposed to have asked. You understand me? So now, who have done the Scratch project? So yeah, let me see it. Can you come and explain what you have done?
Yes, I don't understand. What about the sprite?
You're supposed to have selected your own sprite. I told you that in the workbook we are told that somebody should read the instruction for me. Read what is in your workbook for me. We are on page what of your workbook now? Read it.
What is done? What the worst?
You are read what is in your workbook. Read what is in your workbook now.
Down. Really going slow. Check it before now. Take. Àti Juma.
Bàbá yìí la dúpẹ́ lọ.
Bàbá yìí la dúpẹ́ lọ. Àtàlí mọ̀ mi. Àtàlí mọ̀ Juma. Sup, Dad? Àtúmọ̀.
Àti ọ̀pọ̀.
Gbé kọjá. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Sir.
Who want to read for us?
Sí fóònù yẹn náà. Kò ṣe fóònù ilé o.
Who want to read for us what you have?
Rocky Brown.
Isaki.
Who want to read for you?
Yeah, lost person. Abolo that time.
Basic mode.
Yeah, when clicked. Is it the code or what?
Yeah, come and tell me what.
When clicked.
Come.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please, sir. When clicked, say hello for 2 seconds. Ask, put your question here.
You didn't. Where is your own code?
Okay, my own code.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to see your own code.
So I don't use the Alexa.
You are to. That is the instruction in the.
I didn't see instruction. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Yeah, who has done it again? Come and read. Come and read your code for me. Come and read your code for me.
The one I did.
Yes.
Did you see? Over shaking the doggy. Yeah, what is it? So have you seen it? I sent it to you now. I sent my own also to wallet. No more data. No more data. The very talk which is CBT mode. No more data. I'm getting my CBT principal and selfie talk which is CBT.
Rocky, you have not done your own. Come and read what is in the.
Sir, there's no more data. Let me open my own. When do you that's what you mean now? No.
Let's be fast. You have been asked to do. What is it that you don't understand? If I may ask, come and look at the code here and tell me what you don't understand. Madam, what is it that you don't understand? Come and look at it here and tell me. Come and tell me what you don't understand.
So it's not the same. The sprite and
The sprite
the thing is not working.
What is not working?
When I press the flag.
Okay. When you press the flag, it did not work.
My own is working.
Come and look at it.
Same.
Where is it? Where is the one that you say is working? Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Come here. Come here. I have it here. I have your own here.
My own.
Fatia.
I could send this one. I'm just see that paja here. Yeah, blank. This is your baby. What's in my baby? Baby.
It's inside this. Let me see. Use it now. Okay. Yeah, play it. Play it, Fatia.
This way too.
So what was the answer you are asking?
Wait, I'm sorry to lost my spider toy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I lost my spider toy. So later now brought where do you kept it? So since then.
Come and show me what you are talking about.
Surprise! I lost my spider toy.
We have to press what is going to be the answer. I'm sorry to hear that.
So I don't know how to operate laptop.
Just press.
So I need to type. I lost my spider toy.
No.
Spider-Man toy.
The Spider-Man toy said, I'm sad they like. Oh, you put all the. Okay.
I used to. So you understand? I tried many things.
Come. Why are you just getting discouraged? We are discussing something and you are going. Are you going to know it when you go? That's why I say you should do it before we discuss it today. So, okay. Number one, I can see that you put both the toddler and Alexa on just only one spite. Why did you do that?
So when I used 2 sprites, it was not working.
Okay. That means, but you now know how to communicate between 2 sprites. Okay, so let us separate it. Now everybody come here. Let's see. We are using our own to study. We are come and see what I'm doing. Come and see what I'm doing. So the first thing is that she has lumped the 2 spikes together. So we are going to separate the 2 spikes. So let me see. Let us. Which spike do you want to use? Yeah, come and choose another spike. Which other spike? Yeah, come and choose another spike.
I don't know how to operate it.
You don't know how to operate it and you are afraid of it. Choose another spike. Okay, so we are talking about a toddler. So this is good for us to use as a toddler. Now look at what I'm doing. Okay, let us do it little by little. My system is not working. So we want to use what's the name of this girl? Ballerina as our toddler. So who is starting the conversation? Who spoke first?
The toddler.
The toddler. Okay, so come and put when green flag clicked. Yeah, put it here. When green flag clicked.
So this one not coming out. So I don't know how you see it.
It's not what?
So it's not coming out.
What is not coming out?
I'm trying
No.
to start, but I don't know how you to do it. Okay. Then what's the next one?
Look at it. It's here.
Say hello for 2 seconds.
Just a minute. Let me
How
see
about
something.
anything? That's very.
I need to see that I can.
You don't buy a find that out. So that
Okay, yeah. Continue.
when's that cutting? Madam, I love it. 081. Calm down. Yeah. Yeah. 081. 39. Eh? 39. 39. 49. 39 again. 49. Don't take something. Yeah.
Let's see if I can
73.
73.
73. Ah. 081.
Okay.
39.
Just put
69,
your question.
23.
Yeah.
73.
Now say I'm sad. Have you what?
Serious. I don't know. Load.
Can you?
That's my son.
So what did Valerina say?
I'm sad.
Wow.
What was the first thing she said? Let's go to
I'm
the.
sad, man.
It's not I'm sad.
Look at. She said what?
Okay,
I am sad, Alexa. So that was what she said. So let's have it here. We are going to put say I am sad, Alexa.
Okay.
Just press this.
Shoot.
39, 49. I'm taking again. 23, 73.
I'm sorry. I think she puts full stop first. What girl say? She must say Alexa.
Alex.
Alexa.
Okay, what was the next thing she said?
Say.
She said, I am sorry to hear that.
Say,
So,
it's okay,
oh yeah,
say.
come here. So, who said I am sorry to hear that? It was, so yeah, let's come here. Now, we are look at what I'm going to do. You are not looking at me. Now, you see, when this one starts, because this is not the first thing to start, you are going to go and put a weight here. We'll ask it to wait. Okay, let's do it this way. After this one says something, we want the other one to reply it. So we come here. What is this?
Broadcast.
Okay, broadcast. So we ask it to broadcast message A. Then we come here and we say, what is this? What's this? When I receive message A. So what is it that is something to?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, let's just copy it. Now, yeah, play it. Let's see. What happened? What happened?
I've separated.
We have separated, and what now happened?
So when the toddler said I'm sad, and the robot replied,
How did we separate it? How did they talk to each other? So, how did we separate? How did they talk to each other? What did we use for them to talk to each other?
Wait, when I receive branch.
When what?
When I receive
Use backdrop and when I receive. When backdrop. No.
When branch A.
What's this?
Broadcasters. Sorry. Broadcast branch A.
We broadcast message A.
Yes. Then this one we receive.
Look at it. Okay, it's branch A we use.
Yes.
Okay, we use branch A, and here we ask it when it receives. You understand me? So that is how we are able to allow them to talk to each other. Okay. So what's the next thing after? So this one also. Now, who spoke after I am sorry to hear that? Who is speaking here?
The girl, Alexa.
The girl. Yes.
No,
So
the toddler.
Yes. So you also have to ask this one to pass it back to her. You understand me?
Okay.
So what are you going to ask it to do here? What will be the next code now?
Is it for the robot?
Yes, for Alexa.
What did she even say next to?
No, how is she going to pass it? She has said, I'm sorry to hear that. So how will she pass the message now back to the toddler?
Broadcast.
Broadcast what?
B.
Yeah, come and do it. So ask her to broadcast branch B. So you will now come to. So what are you now going to ask this one to do?
When I receive.
Yeah, do it. So what's now going to happen?
When I receive branch B.
Look at it now. Don't look up. It's not up.
I lost my Spider-Man toy.
Copy it. You don't
Okay.
have to. Then let us because of time. Come on.
What's in the next thing? Okay, say. Oh, sorry. Look.
Yeah, let us look at it.
Sorry.
Yeah, play it.
This
Play it.
is okay. So correct.
Play it. Are they communicating very well?
Yes.
Let us, because I can't see it very well. It's like it's too fast. So come and increase this one. Increase those timing to 4 so I can see it.
And also for this.
For the increase it to 4 so I can see it. Yeah, play it again. Okay. Can you see? Yes. So now everybody is now going to go and use you are not going to go and use your this broadcast branch. You can broadcast as many branches as you want. Okay. The other thing I want to show you here is this issue. Now there are 3 branches here now. You understand me? Yes. Now, when you are asking, where is that girl that we are using now? What was she that she asked? What was the question she asked? She said, okay, now, I am sorry to hear that we are now here. Now, this if now, let's now come here. She said, I lost. Come here, come and explain your code to us. What did you? She said, where did you keep it? Okay. She said, I lost my Spider-Man toy. So when she said I lost my Spider-Man toy, what's the next code? What's going to be the next code? Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Podcast.
We are come and put it there. The boys are not responding. No.
I don't know if it's going to be branch A or branch B.
It's not going to be branch A or branch B now. You are now going to ask it to give you another one and call it branch C now. You understand me? So you come here now and come and bring that branch C out. Come and bring it out.
And I receive.
Bring it out. Remove those ones from it. So when I receive what?
Branch C.
So she's now asking.
See, where did you keep it?
Where did you keep it?
Oh,
Now.
sorry, sir. She made a mistake here.
Where did you keep it?
Yes.
Now we now get to the answer point, and then we are supposed to give it 3 options. So now come here now, and that is where we are going to use that if. Now you now come here. She said, where did you keep it? Who's going to answer now? The toddler. So what's going to happen here? What is going to happen in this code? Under this broadcast. So you have to put the broadcast there again. That's the only way they can be talking to. They can be taking it from each other.
So that will be broadcast.
Broadcast. After C is what? New message. Yeah.
So you're going to forward it to us?
I'm not forwarding it to you. That's why you are looking at what you are doing. You have to do your own and put it in your workbook. You can see it.
So I can't load my own again. This thing is not working.
You can see. They say what? They say what? So you have to screenshot and put your answer here. So now you have asked it to go to there. Come here.
Sorry.
Come. Who is answering now?
Oh. Valerina.
When I receive.
So when I receive
Branch D.
Okay. Now, you see, we want it to be interactive. We want it to be interactive. So they say, where is it? Come here. This one, this C, is not going to be this. We are not going to. This question is not going to come as C. It's going to come as ask. It's going to come as what?
Ask.
So where is ask? You can tell us where ask is.
The sense. Look. Okay, looks. No, it's not looks.
Ask.
Is that sensor? Is it ask? Sensor.
Yes,
no.
ask.
Is it sensor?
okay, ask. So which I
Come and put it. We want to use to replace that C. We are replacing it completely. Yeah, come and copy what is there.
This one is okay.
Copy it.
Does it Control C or what?
Control C. I'm Go and paste it there.
Control C.
Control D. Control.
Oh, sorry.
Control V.
Oh.
So are we changing now the C?
Hmm?
Are we changing the C?
Are we changing what?
C to ask.
What?
So
Ask
I
a
don't understand
question.
again. This place you put C before. So you want to change it to ask.
We are not using say because it's a question. I want it to be interactive. We are turning it now from animation to interaction. You see, there is a difference between a game and an animation. Animation is what you watch on the TV. It will continue to play. When it starts playing, it will continue to play and it will continue to talk until it comes to the end. But a game is what you interact with. You interact with a game. You understand me? If you are, what's your popular game that you always play? Sub. If it depending on the way you interact, that is the way the character will react. So that is what we want to turn this also now to. We want it to be a game and not an animation. So when we say this ask, what is this? What's this?
Question.
Can you see what has happened here? What has happened here?
There's a box.
There is a box. This box is asking you for an answer.
Okay.
You understand me? Good. So now we now put our answers here now. It now say if now let's continue here. We may not use this branch from here. Let's keep our branch for now. And now let's see. We now say if answer is, what is the answer you want it to give? What was the first answer?
I kept it in my room.
This answer.
I kept it
Yes.
in my room. Okay. Control C. If the answer is this, so what do you want the robot to do?
Okay,
If that is the answer.
Ask if the answer is this.
So what should the robot say, or what should he do? What should he say? What should Alexa reply?
Alexa said, have you looked for it?
Have you looked for it? So that's going to be, that's another question.
Yes, that's another question.
Okay, so that's another ask. So we put another ask there. I come and put your have you looked for it. Put it there now.
I don't know how to operate.
What do you mean? You don't know how to type?
Okay, I can type. I'll do the next time.
There is your question mark.
Oh, question.
So now, if that is not the answer that the toddler gave, what is the second answer that, apart from I kept it in my, apart from where did you keep it?
Is it the robot or the toddler?
No, you are supposed to have, let me see your, okay, this I have you looked for it is another question. Okay,
Yes,
so it's not supposed to be here. So it's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here.
Criminals.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Fresh is sweet. I guess it's come and wrap my mind. Excuse me, sir.
Okay, let us do it this way. Come, let us do it this way because look, let us look here because this is the person asking question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us come here and ask Bananira. We are going to turn it upside down. We are not going to be using that ask here. Let me see it. I lost my Spider-Man card. Okay. Look at what I want to do. Look at what I want to do.
What are showing you?
Look at what I want to do.
Look.
Now I'm changing it all over.
I want to change it again.
Because the answer, this is your answer. It's just you have put only two there. So after this, I lost my look at what I want to do. I lost my Spider-Man's cat. So there's going to be an ask. So if this is the answer, let me see. This is supposed to be able to go. It has got it.
19. I'll take care.
So now I lost my Spider-Man's cat. They should ask. Now, if the answer is what is it? Where did you keep it? So if that is the answer that we have here, then what should the Balenina say? If it is where did you keep it? Where is the flow? Where is it? Where did you keep it? Where did you keep it? What's the answer for that?
I kept it in my room.
I kept it in my room. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So this one will now be say. That somebody should come and tell us.
Fatty, I wonder what you're watching.
Okay. So I want to learn that thing. I want to learn how to read.
Encouragement.
Don't be so send anything. Me reach more don't sports.
Yeah, somebody should come and put the answer here.
Which answer?
What is the answer for where did you keep it?
I kept it in my room.
Okay.
Inspiration in my
Shame.
Oh, fish space. Ah,
I kept it in my room.
I kept it in what?
in my room.
Come and type it now. Ah,
Okay, type. Then type.
okay. Now that is one branch. Okay, what is the other question?
Have you looked for it?
Have you looked for it? Where is that one? Yeah, come. Somebody should come and put that answer here. Have you looked for it? Yeah, put it there.
Which one is that? One is my space. Arab, clear here. Space lily.
Okay.
Space in line.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm learning. You learning? I'm learning.
Have you
Looked for it.
looked?
So that's look.
Look red.
Look red.
Is it look or look?
Look red. Imagine.
Forget about it.
What happened to it? Have you
Double.
Product here, yay.
single in?
I'm a product now.
It's double.
Product of my
Have
parents.
you looked for it?
Okay.
So if that is the answer, what should the Balenina say?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I have.
Now come and bring say out. Say.
But I am not changing it again.
Is it broadcast?
You will see what is going to happen now.
Broadcasting.
Say. If the answer is, have you looked for it?
Yes, I
Yes, I
have.
have.
You have put it there.
How could it?
Okay, let us test it. Let us first of all test what I've done.
So you stop. So you better save it. I don't know this. Not save. Here. So
Okay, yeah. Now, look.
Just below.
Hmm?
Below. The sharp bar.
Wow. So you say
That's all that matters.
it's plenty.
Below. Sorry.
Yeah. What should the robot say?
Where did you keep
Where
it?
do you
And
keep it?
That is one option. Yeah, say that. No, I want the second option.
Second one. Have you looked for it?
Yeah, say it. Put it there. I will
Put
look
it.
for it.
Okay. Put this.
Ah,
No.
Hey.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
No.
You could bear a look capital letter.
She English is on.
I think that should be question mark. What's it? No.
Just the other day.
Something. Let us go again. Let us go again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let us go again. Somebody should come and try it again. Who will try it again? Yeah.
Sadis.
Press it now.
Sad.
I'm sorry to ignore that.
Yeah, put the second option.
You looked for it.
I was mistake. Yeah, you
What's your mistake? Oh, God, I've looked for.
Okay, sorry. 4, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Can you see?
Wow.
Let's see the first option.
I'm sorry, Alexa. First option.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I feel your pain.
So who's going to put the first question there?
Idris.
Come and put the first question. Our time is up.
What's right? Where did you keep
Where did you keep it?
Oh, yeah, Thai brother.
Only that.
You have not. Question mark.
Can you see? So now this is not an animation because it's not playing from the beginning to the end. It got to a stage, it's asking for, so it's a game. This is the same way you do your game. Understand me? So there are some things we have learned today. That branching, use that message to pass from one sprite to the other sprite. That's what you use that message to. That broadcast branch. Then you have also learned how to use the condition. If, you understand me?
I'm sorry, please excuse me. Let's go to my laptop.
So that if we have used is a conditional statement. We have that if has given us an option for two things. It has given us an option to say if the answer is this, then do this. You understand me? So, but if the answer is not that, we gave it two if. We gave it two conditional statements. We used if 2 times. So it's going to check the two if. It checked the first if. If the answer is that, it will tell us what we ask you to do. But if that's not the answer, it goes to the next one. So now that you have 3 branches, you are going to use 3 if.
Okay.
And you put your answer in those if.
But the one I don't understand now is how they interact, like, after asking this question. So, like, I'm not getting that one.
That we have used the message broadcast.
And when I receive,
Yes, you will use broadcast. The person that first of all talk, after he finish talking, he will use broadcast. So the person that will talk after that broadcast is going to say when I receive. The person that is going to talk after will use when I receive. So which again is it that you don't understand?
I'll try that one.
So now what you have to do now is that in your student workbook, you are going to go to this scratch flow. Look here, I expect to see number one, do your scratch project and send it to me. Then now screenshot these two
After saving,
after you save.
but so when I save this thing on my phone, once open it again, so we can't open it. Yeah, yes.
You are going to use this place to open it. You use that.
Yes, I without out file or camera.
So what you are just going to do is that you go to that that's your file where you have that your file. Where you have that file, you come to this your file.
What is happening?
You come to this your file and you load from your computer. You know when you want to save, you say save to your computer. But we are now going to say load from your computer. I am now going to go and locate the file where it is. You understand me? So you just say load from your computer.
Because I can't find this one I did yesterday again. Can you send it to me? I should start again.
No, you will find it in your
It's not there anymore.
in your Gmail. It must be in your Gmail. It's not possible for it not. Where did you run to? You
So let me
cannot
bring
run
my
to
phone.
any-
Let me check into which one. To start again is a problem.
I can send you a link. So everybody, I will send you a link. You can use that link, or you can use your own. So the link is on. So I'll send you this link. So this is but you can.
So we have it on our workbook.
You have it on your workbook, and so you can always edit it.
Okay.
You can always
Use that to
edit
form
it
our
and
own. We just add another sprite.
you had another sprite and you.
I don't understand.
So any other question before we leave? Any other question? Any other question?
So, I tried to see.
You've tried what?
I tried to open
No, you cannot open it like that. I've told you you can't open it like that. You go
That's
to
Gmail.
you first of all download it. You have it on your phone. Yes. So you go here. You go to what's this? You have read this from MIT. It's not meet. MIT. Playground.race.mit.edu.
What did you bury? It was me reading data.
So any other question before we call it a day? Bring
So
it. You are the one that where is the playground? So you are now here. You are go to file. Load from my computer. Load from my computer. You are go to files.
I can't find it.
Why is it that you cannot find it? Where did you? No, you are going inside. No, you are going inside your drive. Don't go inside your drive.
I'm talking.
Go, come here. Look at it. So go to download. So what did you call it? It was arrange. Notified news. So this is it.
Wow.
Magic.
I'm going to tell no, mo ti ṣe fúnra mi ni. Tọ́dọ̀ mi náà kọ́ lẹ́yìn ló lónìí.
So we again have a question before we call it a day.
Sir, if I'm to put my workbook, everything, like where can I get it on the laptop?
You go to your Gmail, if you have sent it to me, you see it there. Or you go to your Google Drive, it's inside the Google Drive.
Sir,
But I'm not sure
this
it's Google
file.
Drive.
Go to open from your computer.
Load.
Load from your computer.
What? Not once, but don't use the data, Jari.
Load from your computer. Who else have another question apart from that? Allow.
Yeah, Coco got the first question.
Go
Mark
to
broadcast.
file.
Like,
I'm sad, Alexa. I'm sorry.
Go mo fẹ́ ṣe ni pé kó pín sí méjì wọn pé ọkàn lè mi ṣe sí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Yeah, come here. Come to this.
Mo fẹ́ ṣe.
Lọ fún ballerina yẹn náà.
Ti gbé síbẹ̀. Ti gbé when clicked.
So
go
then
to
you
inside.
Oh,
Go to
When
download.
receive when I receive branch A.
wàá kọ́kọ́ lọ ṣe títí kíní yẹn
Mo
o.
ti ṣe yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀.
Yes,
Like
when I
this.
receive.
This is branch A.
They do
Wàá
save
tún
it.
ṣe màá ní.
They do save
to
it
share.
on your
Okay.
Wàá
phone.
lọ
Unless you
rent
save
branch.
it on your phone.
Broadcast branch.
Or you
Kọ́kọ́ béèrè
use
question yẹn náà.
go to
Ṣé àwọn
your
kọ́kọ́ bóyá question?
go to your this thing
What's the
workbook. You
question?
can use the one inside your workbook.
Inside Alexa.
This one
Ta ló
can
máa
use
sọ
this
ṣé kò
one.
ṣe kíní ló máa sọ ni.
inside your workbook.
Ballerina
Ballerina ló
ló
máa
máa
sọ.
sọ.
Ṣé ballerina ló ń ṣe fún ṣùnà àríkàn? See, what goes in techno?
No.
No, okay, we have also from person.
Techno Spark. Àwọn
No, like techno, when pop. 12. Idiots go to. We are also from person.
Kò ní password tẹ́.
So when are we meeting again? When are we meeting again?
Thursday.
We are
Is it
meeting Thursday by 5.
Yeah,
So I want to say a very big thank you to everybody.
Thank you very
If
much.
you have any question, please let me
This one
know.
is not moving.
Get back to me on WhatsApp and we'll continue from there. Thank you very much.